I think you're back to winner being at a comedy show, and I don't just say that as a comedian who needs you. Like, you are an integral part of this for us. It's not just about that. I also say that as a consumer of the arts, right? I get out there, I see a fair few shows, and I think you're on the right track with stand-up comedy. What I'm trying to say is I recently went to the ballet. I went on behalf of the whole group, so you don't need to go. Now, before I launch into it, give me a woo if you love the ballet. That's actually a huge amount of people for this sample size. It's usually somewhere around the 0 to 2 mark, so it's quite intimidating. Fair few of you out there tonight. I went to the ballet recently. I'd evaded it my whole life, right? I just knew it wasn't for me. It was just a gut feeling. And this is an important case study in trusting your gut, because I was correct. And if you've never been to the ballet, don't go, right? There's nothing for you there. I went to the ballet because I was tricked. I was the victim of a trick. What happened is a friend of ours, she suggested to our group of friends that we go to the ballet, but she said it in the fun voice. Now, you might be aware of the fun voice. Some of you will definitely use it yourselves. The fun voice is a little bit quicker, a little bit high-pitched. We should go to the ballet! Usually accompanied with wide eyes, wide mouth, and I'll let you in on a little secret about the fun voice. It gets me every time. Whips me into a frenzy. No matter what you suggest in the fun voice, I'm there 100%. Yes, I will hook up with your brother. It's incredibly powerful. So she suggested it. We booked these tickets, right? Real baptism by fire. We go and see a performance of a ballet called Swan Lake. Classically shit. No. Sorry, I was suddenly 14 again. If you're not familiar with Swan Lake, allow me to describe it for you. It's too long. It is way too long. I couldn't believe it. It went for like 3 hours. I was like, how big is this lake? Like, what could anyone possibly have to express to me through the art of dance that requires 180 minutes of my time? And how I found out about the duration was too late. Way too late. Right, I'm at the venue. I've had a look at the ticket. It says there's 3 intervals. I was like, that's too many intervals. Now, by the end of the performance, I'd backflipped and I was like, it needed 9 more. Unfortunately, the director saw my backflip and now I'm touring with the show. So I'm already livid. I'm like, this is going to suck. It's going to be the worst night of my life. And then we start making our way to our seats. Huge venue. We're walking to the Central, right? And we're walking forever. Like, just kilometres, right? It just keeps going. Like, I started worrying. I was like, I've only got 1 pair of shoes on me. I got so concerned that I took my ticket back out of my pocket to check it because I was worried that we'd accidentally booked onto the Inca Trail. It's only then that I was looking at this ticket that I realised that we had booked seats right down in the front row. Now, as a stand-up comedian, I was horrified. I was like, I know every trick in the book. I hope they don't want anything from us. I hope there's no audience participation. I haven't stretched. But you will be pleased to know that at no stage during this performance did the principal dancer whip out a pair of white tights, lean down into the front row, toss them to me and say, chuck these on, get up here and do a couple of pirouettes. Which I was relieved about because white tights don't lie. Like, they don't keep any of your secrets. I have no business knowing that the principal dancer has a 3mm birthmark on his left nut. In the shape of a swan, what are the odds? But I'm not ready to wear white tights. And the public's not ready for me to wear white tights. And that's no offence to me, I'm not the issue here. White tights are the problem. This isn't about looks or body shaming. I'm quite happy with how I look. I know that I'm a Metro 7 and a Regional 10. Just waiting a few seconds for the country people to catch up. But I also know that in white tights I'd look like a staffy trapped in a condom.